Clash of Clans, the online mobile strategy game app that was so dominant that its rival needed to hire Kate Upton in order to make anyone notice it existed. In honor of Clash of Clans' formidable success, we offer an exploration into the unanswered questions and unsolved mysteries that hover around the game like so many goblins around a dark elixir depository. Also the answered and solved ones as well. We're equal opportunity like that.
Number 1. Why play Clash of Clans anyway? Hark, O listener, to a tale of the dark days of 2012, when casual gaming was dominated by Angry Birds, Farmville, Candy Crush, and the 11 billion clones thereof. Woe unto those who craved a casual, online experience with truly deep strategic layer that fostered social engagement more meaningful than just spamming friends with annoying requests. Into this dark domain entered Supercell and their cartoonish fantasy warfare sim, Clash of Clans. Now, in addition to clicking on little plots of land to upgrade their buildings and waiting for slow progress bars to fill up, you could also team up with guildmates in epic assaults on enemy fortresses and plan the deployment of multiple troop types to overcome powerful defense structures. It's called gameplay, folks. Look it up. Number 2, what's the deal with all the jargon? Pop into a Clash of Clans forum or the in-game chat and you'll be inundated with bewildering acronyms and inscrutable terminology. I mean, here's a typical example from a strategy post in the Clash of Clans subreddit. Quote unquote, I think op has 2 options, Govahog or Govavalun. The Gova phase needs to take care of the war, CC. The Queen and the core, at least the nearest IT, if Laloon, both IT, if Hogs. So it should be a big part of the army. Okay, does that make sense? What the hell did I just say? It all makes sense once you realize Clash of Clans lingo is designed to compress maximum information into as few characters as possible, because typing is hard, I guess. So those weird words are just mashups of unit names. Govahog means Golem, Valkyrie, Hog Rider, while Govalaloon means Golem, Valkyrie, Lava, Hound, Balloon. And all those acronyms, well, that's simple. I mean, CC is Clan Castle, TH is Town Hall, TH9 is Level 9 Town Hall, and so on. For more info, check out the Clash of Clans Wiki's game slang section. With a little practice, you too can be spewing forth an intimidating fog of incomprehensible word salad to keep newbies in their place. Number 3, how much do people spend on Clash of Clans? Remember, freemium games are only free because somebody else is throwing down cash to play. I mean, game devs still gotta get paid, so don't judge, just be grateful. Average users spend a whole wide range of money from $20 or $30 to a few hundred to an outlier like Redditor, Chief Magiderp, who claims to have spent $4,680 on the game.
Stop it. Get some help.
A shock response from one fellow gamer, you spent $5 grand, you're not even close to max TH9. WTF did you waste it on? Yeah. WTF indeed. Anyway, at the high level, Clash can get pretty expensive, partly because you need lots of gems to bypass the otherwise onerous waiting time of upgrading buildings and training troops. Former world number 1, George Wayo, spent over $250 a week on gems before a clanmate offered to sponsor his expenses. Another high-ranking player who spent over $5,000 on the game claimed Clash of Clans actually saved him money because otherwise he would have blown the cash by going out drinking. Now, $5 grand on drinking, I don't know. Even though that amount might be chump change, a Business Insider article reports that unsubstantiated gossip from the Engage London conference is claiming that an unnamed Saudi player spent over $1 million on Clash of Clans. If I dropped that kind of scratch on a frickin' iPhone game, I wouldn't say what my name is either.
Stop it. Get some help.
Number 4, can you have any success without spending money? I'm not gonna lie, it's easier to do well at Clash of Clans if you're willing to drop some real-world dollars on those sweet, sweet green gems to buy more builders and speed up your upgrades. Now that said, you can have a respectable clanning career without reaching for your credit card. Acquire new gems by completing in-game achievements and by uprooting stones and trees around your base. Don't give in to the temptation to spend your gems on quick fixes like accelerated upgrades and troop trainings. No, instead, devote them to buying extra builders, a long-term investment that will vastly increase your base's efficiency over time. Now gather your gold and elixir as often as possible to transfer them to your storage buildings, which are more defensible against enemy attacks. And don't automatically upgrade your town hall as soon as you can afford it. Many experienced players argue that it's better to upgrade other structures first. Number 5, what's the best time of day to raid enemy bases? In Clash of Clans, the best way to acquire resources is to find hapless, poorly defended bases to attack so you can burn their buildings down and steal all their stuff. You know, nature's way. But when to raid with maximum success? Well, one theory is that the best time to raid, at least in the US, is early morning or late night. This is because during the bulk of the day, the most vulnerable bases will already have been raided and will be protected by an automatic 12-hour shield that the game generates to help folks from being hit over and over again. So the trick is to get in your raiding before those shields go up or after they come down. Otherwise, you're stuck just raiding tougher bases for a smaller amount of loot. And if you want to get more scientific, you can go to the website clashofclansforecaster.com, an unaffiliated third-party site that attempts to model loot availability, broken down by time of day and country of origin. A typical forecast reads, "Loot available is terrible right now. This will continue for the next 1 hour and 7 minutes, when it will improve to be okay." Sounds rough, right? Well, nobody ever said fun games were all fun and games. Wait a minute. Number 6. Why isn't my, insert unit name here, doing what I want it to do? The agonizing thing about Clash of Clans is that you can't control your units as you might in a typical real-time strategy game like StarCraft. Your only control lies in troop selection and deployment. Once you've dropped your little dudes and dudettes on enemy terra firma, they're on their own. Now this can lead to some frustrating moments like watching all your fragile goblins get smeared by the splash damage from an enemy mortar while your archers are wasting their time 2 cannons down taking out a gun that's not endangering anybody. So it helps to know your unit's capabilities before you plop them down into harm's way. For instance, giants will attack the nearest defensive buildings and ignore enemy troops even while being attacked themselves, while Valkyries will prioritize troops and buildings that damage multiple targets. A lava hound will always attack air defenses first, while a minion will attack the closest building or enemy regardless of type. It's a lot to keep track of, and that's before you get into the weird bugs and inconsistent unit AI, the documentation of which is a cottage industry on YouTube. Fortunately though, helpful clashers have assembled this info into complicated charts for you to memorize. There will be a quiz. Number 7. What is the ultimate base layout? As with basketball, you won't get far in Clash of Clans without a good defense. After all, millions of other players are out there licking their chops at the opportunity to swarm your hapless hamlet and plunder your hard-won gold reserves. At first blush, you might think there's a single optimal base design for all circumstances, but the truth is way more complicated. For one thing, as your town hall increases in level, the variety of available defensive buildings increases, as does the variety of troops your similarly leveled opponent could smash you with. An optimal defense for a TH4 might not work so well for a TH8. Also, opponents will use different mixtures of units, so what defends well against one combo might fail against another. A few key principles include using your walls to build multiple compartments that will slow down your enemies, using walls to funnel troops down alleyways towards your defensive structures, and centralizing your clan castles so defensive troops can't be drawn away from the action. This is just the tip of the iceberg. Base building is a complex topic that can take lots of practice to master, and there's no one magic bullet solution for everything. And if there was, you probably couldn't afford the gems to make it anyway. Patience, Grasshopper. Number 8. Was there really a haunted Clash of Clans base? No casual gaming mega hit would be complete without a little creepypasta weirdness hovering around it. In the case of Clash of Clans, it's a base built by the Malaysian user Angar Kiriki, which was viewable to other gamers but would cause system crashes every time someone tried to attack it. Social media went wild with speculation because that's what social media does, and they claimed that Ricky was dead and his ghost haunting the village with builders still erecting new structures in deference to the wishes of a sinister supernatural identity. Supercell addressed the mystery, claiming that Ricky was just a banned user and that the base's visibility was merely due to an unsolved glitch. Way to take the fun out of life, Supercell. I bet you don't even let your kids lick the cookie dough out of the bowl because they might get salmonella too. Ugh. No fun. Number 9. Does Clash of Clans contain secret satanic imagery? It's the oldest story in the book. Make a successful game, get accused of Satanism. It's just how it works. It happened to Dungeons & Dragons, it happened to Magic the Gathering, and it happened to Clash of Clans. In September of 2014, user Bruno Nexo Brazil posted images to the Supercell forum showing a strange animal face visible to the grass tile patterns at the corner of a base where 2 sides intersect. Now, users speculated that the face was that of Baphomet, a goat-like deity associated with devil worshipping and the occult. spooky. In fact, from screenshots taken at the time, there does appear to be a face there, but it kind of looks like Simba from The Lion King, which isn't really that scary. But perhaps there is a closet Disney fan in the art team at Supercell, right? I mean, aren't we all? Clandestine disciple of Beelzebub sounds much cooler. Either way, the grass design appears to have been changed since then. I mean, I've been pinching and zooming all over my iPhone this morning, hoping to get a glimpse of a Prince of Darkness or at least a little lovable feline, but no such luck. Baphomet schmaphomet. Number 10, what the heck is war weight? Now, it's not how much you need to be able to bench press before they'll let you sign up as a barbarian. War weight is a number calculated by the game to aid with matchmaking. When two clans hate each other very, very, very much, they decide to have a war. Supercell adds up all the villages with their defensive and offensive units in each clan, and based on super secret algorithms, assign that clan a number. That's the war weight. Clans of similar war weights are pitted against each other. Now, as we all know, gamers like nothing better than to whine about how the deck is stacked against them. So thousands of words have been spilled online complaining about the unfairness of Supercell's matchmaking system. In an effort to get a better grasp on the secret war weight formula, some super users have attempted to reverse engineer mathematical formulas that approximate the Supercell's calculations. How accurate these forums are is, of course, another topic of online controversy. It's a riddle wrapped in an enigma wrapped in a message board.
So ends our survey of the mysteries, controversies, and persistent questions surrounding Supercell's runaway monster mobile gaming phenomenon. I don't know about you, but it makes me want to go Volaloon all up in some TH10.5s. You know what I mean. Be sure to subscribe to see more videos coming out every week, and also leave us a like on our Facebook. You can find a link in the description. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you next time.